actually my GoPro seems to be working quite well. We might get some footage from it, probably with my hand in front of most of it. But these are quite a lot of shops that are shut down. Hair and beauty salons, cafes, opticians, other things. And then we have up along Skinner Street there, which takes us back into the main shopping centre. We've got the old I think that was the Odeon Cinema, so that's a real 1930s building. Has had many guises since. I think it's been a bingo hall, and it looks like an Asian wedding venue now, so things change. So that's Skinner Street. So let's just walk down here, because I'm going down into the site of the old market now, down over Fold Street. Oops. The traffic as well has made a difference to the town centre, as the main shopping areas have been paved, and the surrounding areas are a combination of one-way streets and no-go areas. So we've got down here, we've got another Asian restaurant, a grocery shop, an Eastern European grocery shop, and the back of what was the Tarmac building, but as you know, Tarmac's gone into receivership and it's now been developed into residential and office suite. So that's what's happening down there. So another restaurant opening up here. I don't know what type, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment. So let me cross the road. This is Fold Street if you're trying to orientate yourself on the map. So across the road here we have pawn shops, hairdressers, very 1960s, early 1960s, maybe even 50s. This is concrete block. And what used to be Evans' hardware store here, which has been boarded up for some time. Quite an industrial building, an old building in the town, and was an ironmonger's here up until probably 10 years ago. So things are changing. So one of the reasons things are changing is because of the moving of the city market. So as we're going down here, you can start to see the plaza where the market used to be, and a new development of residential with shops underneath, and then this has all been cleared. So this was the site of the old market. There are a few little shops on the side of it where people have taken up shops that had stalls on the market and didn't want to move. But now this is the area for development for West Side retail. So the plans for the council are still, they're still waiting for finance, but there's things going on here. So down here is St Mark's Church, Chapel Ash Island, and the new Sainsbury's development. And if you can get any information on the Sainsbury's development, you'll see that that was a massive issue for Wolverhampton, that Sainsbury's didn't actually build that store for many years because both they and Tesco had planning permission for it, and only one of them could build it. So this is what we're planning tends to stop us doing things as well as help us. So this is the market development area. It's been put down to car parking at the moment, ready for the contractors to move in when the council puts its offering in place. So if you look at that, you can look at the images that I've put on the screen on the brief for the market development. So we'll carry on up here, because there's not much. There's quite a bit over there, but it sort of takes us up around the ring road. So let's get up into the shopping area. Okay. So you can always tell a a struggling city when it's cash converters and pawnbroker style shops are busy and full. So along here is some retail offering, and this was quite a lively area in the past. So as I said, some of the stalls from the market have taken up the offer of cheap rents on these shops down here instead of moving up to the new market. So this was an area of regeneration for the council in the past, and they've done some work on some of these properties and the buildings off to the west, down Worcester Street. So as we go up Cleveland Street straight on, we'll go up to where we'll end up, where is the new market. We're going to go via the shopping centre so we can have a look at the retail offering. As you can see up there, there's some 1960s buildings and quite a few conversions, and then there's sites, and I know that this site here on the corner has been empty for some considerable time, and also had a village of tents in it for some time where homeless people were using that site to live. So this is going back up Worcester Street, so we're going back up towards Beatty's, up to the shopping centre and up to where we went off down Darlington Street after we'd been by the town hall. So as you can see, this is Amanda Centre, and Beatty's here, and some shops, and as I say, we always look above the shops to see the lovely features of the buildings that are already here, and get some idea about what was there in the past. I'm actually going to cross here in a minute. I'm just going to turn off while I go across. Okay, so that's quite a nice view at Victoria Street. I think it's the Slug and Lettuce at the top there that used to be the Hippodrome Theatre, and you can see the quite expensive buildings on the left that were Beatty's department store and other retail offerings. And to the right, as we're walking along now, there's the oldest house property in Wolverhampton, which is commonly known here as Lindy Lou's, because it used to be a baby wear shop and is now a cafe and I think an employment agency. So all sorts of stuff has come alongside it, but Lindy Lou's still stays. And there used to be an entrance to the shopping centre through here, but with the redevelopment of the Debenham store, as you can see there, is that's been closed off now, so we have to go a little bit further up. Oh, a little bit of retail, still some high-end retail. There's quite high-end hairdressers here and some clothes shops, as well as other things. So there is, so we're going up here now, and on the right there's Waterstones. A little bit further up, so a lot of hairdressers and barbers. Things are happening. So this is one of the entrances to the shopping centre now. So there's a pub up here, and there's Waterstones, and this is one of the alleyways that used to be the entrance to the old shopping arcade that used to run from here to Dudley Street, but now incorporates Amanda's shopping centre. Nice little shops down here, a bit hidden away. But sometimes you just need traditional old shops. And down the bottom here We have, if it's still there, yes, key cutting and a cobbler's, and there's beauty salons as well down here. So this is the entrance to the shopping centre. So I need to be careful here because they might not like me filming in here. But if they don't like it, I'll turn off and we'll start again. So this is the Manor Centre. This is the Manor Centre shopping area, and yeah, quite a lot of it is under redevelopment. So we have a nice offering of shops, and but quite a few empty shops. So we're going to take the escalator to the next floor so we can exit the shopping centre. So ahead of us is what was Debenhams and has been taken over by House of Fraser, and will be, by the looks of it, be a flannel store, and I know will be part of the Sports Direct offering. So some jewellers, some other places. So. Yeah, lovely. So this is the entrance to the Wolverhampton Centre, which is another part of the indoor shopping area and offering in Wolverhampton. So I'll just walk up here. This area seems to be under constant refurbishment. Yeah, so there's areas for pop-up shops and some other retail offerings. The retail offerings tend to wander around this area depending on when they get to the best rents. So I sign a contract for a while and then I'll move. It's still fairly busy. So we are about to exit the shopping area onto Dudley Street. So I'm going to turn off now and we'll get back when we're at Dudley Street. No thanks. Okay, let's start again. So this is the exit onto the main paved outdoor shopping area in Wolverhampton. Some external retail offerings, nice tractor, Marks and Spencer's, and a few other big retailers down here. So this is where we are looking, and as you can see just beyond the, I'll just move over here as long as I'm not going to get squashed. As we can see from here that you can orientate yourself back to where we were at the beginning, because there's the top of St Peter's Church. We're on the opposite side of St Peter's Church now. So this is Dudley Street going up towards Queen Square and towards the Civic Centre buildings. Some fairly new buildings, some infill. So the white building here used to be Woolworths, 3-4 stories, and the biggest one in Europe when I was young, but fortunes change. So we're going to have a look down here now and walk down to the market, and then wander around along the back of the retail area, past the tram stop, the metro stop, and past the I'm not actually, because of time and battery, I'm not going to walk down through to the market, so we can do that another day. But the market area is straight through this part of the shopping centre, out to the other side, and is the top of Cleveland Street. So you can have a look at that on your map. If you then head south, you will come to you'll find the Wolverhampton Library and a few other buildings, and it basically comes all the way around to coming back down to here, which is Bilston Street. So new retail development on the left hand side. This is all retail here and car parking, and the back entrances to the shops on Market Street, on Dudley Street. So you can see Marks and Spencer's are delivering in here. And then after this, we've got on the straight ahead of us is the tram terminus. So the tram to the metro to Birmingham terminates here. But we're just about to open a new diversion from the tram that takes us off to the left in front of the courts and down towards the transport hubs of the bus station and the railway station. The red brick building on our left here is the police station, built quite recently. So this is the back of Dudley Street, and going back towards the university along here. So if we wrap through the bus lane and walk down here, we'll walk down to past the bus station. So this is another main island on the ring road that we're going towards now. The old Sainsbury's supermarket is on the right. And then we're walking back down to the new court building, the Crown Court, the combined court, where if you've been really naughty, then you'll end up in that particular area. So the tram island, so you can see the tram going over the road island there. And a bit of activity around here. I'm just moving my phone down every so often because some places don't feel very safe around here. So the old St George's Church that was converted into a supermarket but is now derelict.
Richard! Oh no, remember you.
We're not far off finished now. These buildings around the tram stop are what we've known as the adult education buildings, and are part of City of Wolverhampton College. So there's a bit of education coming into this quarter of the town.